seats, a projector.
After I got out of New Jersey, things had flared up again between the Punchinellos and the DeMarcos. Didn't look like things would die down anytime soon. I was gonna have to stay away from the only place I'd ever known.
¡Puta, aquí no hay nada!
The boat was well appointed.
¡Miguel! ¡Vení para acá!
Tengo Licky.
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for? I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out. Daphne's ship was always stocked.
Ain't that a bitch?
Maybe there was something on the bridge. I'd checked every other inch of the boat. I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it, it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about, what's her name? Daphne.
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Now.
See? I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here.
Didn't realize you knew your way around here. They were using that building to get across the canal.
¡Muévanse, muévanse! ¡Está ahí!
Come on! We're gonna get her, let's get her!
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
We can get across up top.
Get down!
There we go. Man. Too many death experiences here.
Come on, I don't know how much time we have! Still alive? We got it right!
There's gotta be a reason why they're going across the canal.
Dead men don't get hangovers! Get down!
There we go. Right in the head. That's what I'm talking about.
We're good! We go, man!
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been a cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
Let's go. Done. Shit. Too close. Too close for comfort. Oh, I like that gun. Oh, that's a nice shot.
You don't!
¡Suélteme, gringo loco!
There we go.
private welcoming party. I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late.
Let's follow the trail of blood. Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Dead.
Fuck, man. This is brutal. I didn't think things would be like this.
He didn't expect things to
I
be
should have
like
jumped
this.
in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Well, I mean, you're in the drug business. Not
Let me ask you
sure.
again, Max.
What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
What you thought you were doing.
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
What did I
And
tell
now
you?
Rodrigo's dead.
I called
Exactly.
this.
And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Raul Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but if...
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people.
All guy.
You're a stroke
up,
of
Marcus?
genius.
That ain't how it is.
Yeah,
You
that's
were an
mine.
angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence.
chilling, bro.
And a history of a
Just
bad
chilling.
temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? Want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives,
They did, I saw it.
but no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops, the cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
Man.
Imperial Palace Hotel.
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there in large groups under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint, get a warrant?
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying.
Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement. I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band.
Damn, homemade silencer and everything.
It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be.
Alright, so
It was the question I kept...
I think right there is where I'm gonna call it for this stream from PAYNE. I'm gonna see how much of the game is actually left, and then maybe I'll wrap it up later on tonight. But be sure to like and follow. Sorry, I'm just a little bit out of it. Didn't sleep much last night. No. Do you want to see more, Marcus? Is that what you're asking me? Do you want to see more gameplay? Alright, fine. I was going to call it, but then...
Done asking myself,
I gotta
how
know.
could I have been so blind?
How could I not?
I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man
give you
for the
another
job,
chapter.
but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Yeah, I'm sure you're playing WoW. This game's better than WoW, bro.
Pesado pra caralho, ele tá cheio de chumbo. Ah, comeu boi.
I got bodies in the furnace.
Call it evidence for De Silva.
Pills. Can't get in there. That's alright. I need that elevator.
The Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
I'm feeling this is where shit's gonna go down. I love it.
Mesma coisa. O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, tô fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que eu não tô pegando nada, rapaz? Tô trabalhando aqui, ficando...
Atacar! Ele vai atingir! Vou te pegar! Vou sair daqui! Me dê cobertura! Tô de olho em você!
Shit. That was awesome.
Mesma coisa. O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, tô... Tem alguém aqui!
Atirem! Não parem! Atirem!
Pra cima deles agora!
Come on, baby.
Meu Deus!
the office from Max Payne.
Passos' ID card. It was no great surprise he'd made their hit list, but to discover he was really Colombian? No wonder some locals seemed to laugh at his accent. What else had he lied to me about? I needed to find a way upstairs. Surely nobody would notice another hole in the wall.
Are you fucking serious? Well. Hey. Sorry about that. Got Miley going all crazy. I just went for it. I said, fuck it.
I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man.
Miley. Hey. I have a feeling she's gonna go crazy. That's alright. I have to accept her how she is. Crazy.
Buffet. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute.
Miley.
Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crusher Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. De Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get.
Sure, they harvesting
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was De Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
And wouldn't you know it?
Você foi atingido!
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. It looked like Victor had won the sympathy vote, found his universal connection to the people, triumph out of tragedy. Part of me couldn't help thinking that had been his plan all along.
Exactly. Like I said.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please.
Caralho! Caralho!
Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus.
E aí, doutor?
For all Serrano owed me, He'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what demolissao meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one. It was locked from the outside. They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use.
Yeah, you did. Take the medicine bottles too while you're there.
I hadn't slept in days. I needed something to keep me going. I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats came out of their holes.
Vocês ouviram isso? Ninguém sai desse prédio até esse cara tá morto. Continua a cobertura! Pega ele! Chega mais perto! Vai lá! Mata todo mundo! Não estou com medo! De jeito nenhum! Me dá vou te pegar! Filho da puta! Ai! Meu braço! Sai daqui! Minha cobertura! Vai frente! Onde está? Alguém me ajude aqui! Tudo que você tem, amigo!
At least my visitors had been kind enough to leave the gate open. It was time to see what VIP treatment awaited me on the penthouse floor.
Mete fogo nele! Vai pra cima deles!
Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now. That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Vai, vai, rápido, rápido, vai!
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose, let's do it!
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue! That's what my fucking problem is!
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried.
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right.
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything. We have the record.
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city. Decent people. Safe. I know a lot of powerful people.
Business.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
was dangerous, friend.
Yeah, I kinda like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
Now, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo were trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get him to loosen the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you!
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. This thing works.
Exactly. Sometimes I do.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Yeah, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. And hey, I'm having myself a
girl
fun
over
old
there's
time.
still smirking.
Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming. You know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him,
Not yet.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered, and it's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Unofficially, I can send you
Well,
in there and do all my
We can
dirty
always
work.
try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai, conta. Meu conta eu quero tomar no cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, dá uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Ladrão, filha da puta! Vai atrás de inocentes! Vai se fuder aqui dentro, rapaz! Vamos aqui! Eu não fiz nada! Aqui que você vai se proteger, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, cara! Eu? Você, filha da puta! Otário! Vai, aí, otário! Sai daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão.
Beat his ass.
Vamos resolver aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou. Valeu, amigo.
See? Told you.
Hey! What are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question. Answer him! Answer him! What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing here?
O que você está fazendo aqui?
What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you
What are
doing
you
here?
doing
Hit
here?
me in the ear.
Hey, answer me! What are you doing here?
You dumb fuck.
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on. I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
Wow.
I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose.
Oh, it's about
Whatever
to break loose,
nonsense
sir.
De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, pô. A gente não tinha nada tranquilo. Me prometa, tua última chance. Me dá um nome. Eu só sei que teve um apagão.
last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more presently, seemed I was too. It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell, and no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel. The security switch had to be in that booth. That kid had had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision. This was like throwing sticks at a hurricane. I needed something with a little more thunder.
Fuck. Man.
wasn't this nice. The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Quebra as pernas!
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes. Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
Não tem como você sobreviver! Braço! Não consigo sentir!
Police food. The same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with. They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running.
What's coming my way?
It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way. If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving. I saw the elevator doors were open.
Why are we going up? Shouldn't we be trying to go down?
If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix. Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Você tem condições de reagir?
Caralho, cara! Não vai passar pra
Of course this asshole's gonna come in here fucking fully armed and ready to fucking go.
I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now. I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil, but this was where I was. 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine.
This guy's gonna hook me up with a new projector since they fucked up my old one.
I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time.
Come on, baby. Damn.
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed.
Of course.
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. The bastards had me locked in. doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing. This was a waste of time. If I didn't do something soon, I was going to be crying myself to a very long sleep. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique.
The server room.
There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker.
Alright. It's gonna be time to clean house.
Tem certeza que quer fazer isso, mano? Eu vou adorar te matar.
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed us when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada. Ainda dá tempo de se entregar. O exército.
Alright, man. Have fun at the grocery store.
pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best. It was time to get out of that circus before any more clowns showed up.
Wouldn't you know it? I have to go through the... Holy shit.
Vai, acabe com esse filho da puta! Cusão, filho da puta!
Take it easy.
Não me mata, não me mata! Caralho, caralho, perdi! Beleza, perdi!
Atira agora! Eu vou te matar!
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Vamos acabar com essa merda agora! Vamos indo!
Se estiver na Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho! Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus! Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be?
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
You shouldn't have listened to that idiot, Da Silva! I hope it was all worth it! You were doing so well! You had to go and spoil it!
Those ceiling tiles looked kind of loose. It was worth a shot.
Give Rodrigo my regards! You're even crazier than I thought! Do you even see what I you on? This is where it ends!
Temos mais contingente. Você não tem chance nenhuma. Ainda dá tempo de se... Ai! Meu braço tá sangrando!
What are you hoping to achieve here? Do you even know what you're getting for? You should know when to walk away! You don't know when you're lost, do you? What do you think of that gallery? promotion!
Finally.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker! Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything! Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max.
Huh? Motherfucker. What did I tell you?
There's a good fellow. Well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just frittered it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
Ah, motherfucker.
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Here we go. Alright guys, 1 second. I really have to use the bathroom, so BRB. Alright, give me 1 minute. Alright, guys. I believe this is going to be the last part of the game. So let's wrap it up. Let's finish off
Okay,
on a high
Max.
note.
Now you check the main terminal.
Sure
I'm gonna
is.
go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep.
So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club. My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them too. Every last one of those bastards.
Alright.
Now that I made it through. Check in.
There we go.
Come on, you bastards.
Yeah, bro. I think this is the last part of the game. It's been a long journey for the neighborhood. For me to finish 2 games is an accomplishment. Alright, how do I get out of here? Let's see. Alright, let me grab this other gun. How's the bleed coming, bro?
Felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
No, I was asking how was it? Did you beat it? Got 5 bosses down? That's what I was talking about. No, I was talking about how it's an accomplishment for me to beat that game. Said it's been a long journey for the neighborhood. Fuck! That's right, bro. I'm rolling like a boss. Like a boss.
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet. I meant to end this how I'd begun it. Heavily medicated.
That's right. Gotta look at myself in the mirror there. Compose yourself, Max. Compose yourself.
The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead. There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of compliment, but one I didn't need.
Here we go, baby. The soundtrack. That's right, bitch. Get it. That shit. Ready? Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Dude, this soundtrack is the shit. Man, I hope you're gonna be able to stay on so I can beat this. I need that support, bro.
A gate had opened at the other end of the departure lounge.
Rolling on my shit. Come on, baby. For the hood, yo. Boom. Be like, I'm here in theory and spirit. Woo. That was
They weren't
awesome.
here. I had to keep moving down through the airport.
You just collect that ammo. I mean, while I'm here, I might as well get something nice for Kristen. Look at all those bags. Ammo. Thing, son. Yeah, you saw that. I hope you saw that. That was the shit. This game just gets better and better for the end. Run towards me, bro. That's following me, yo. Wanna go down that way? You think I can't see you?